So help me understand what kind of skill set is required for someone who is looking into getting into this occupier strategy solutions. What is required to be done?
See, Nitin, you need to understand we are not selling product, but we are just selling our knowledge.
Yeah.
So when I remember 8 years back when I started my career, initial 1 year I was just on the roads. I was just mapping buildings, I was stacking buildings, I was understanding what sort of clients are there in each particular building. And it is very important to also know about the micro markets, like what are the major micro markets in Gurgaon. The central business district is Cyber City.
Okay.
Then following up with Golf Coast Road, MG Road, Extension, so and so forth. So initial stage there's a lot of footwork.
Right.
You need to understand buildings, you need to understand micro markets, you need to understand what sort of a connectivity each micro market is having. That is the first part.
Right.
So the budding professionals who want to get into this field, they need to be mentally ready that, boss, you need to first 1-2 years, you need to understand the micro markets, you need to get down to the roads.
Right. Get your foot on the ground, probably at the site and the buildings to understand those.
Right. Second is basically active listening. That is very important. In our case, it is more of listening and it is active listening. Just that you need to understand what client really wants, right? Because every client has specifics on their own.
Right.
So second part is active listening. Third part is basically strategizing. That is very vital. Making strategies. What strategies are? Suppose a client is giving that the company needs around 1 lakh square feet area in this particular location, but the connectivity also should be really fine, and the financials are stipulated. I mean, it is not like any number or anything. It is stipulated. Yeah. They have stipulated financials. So the person needs to sit down with his or her team members and basically have that brainstorming session, so that while that person gives the presentation to the client, it is very crisp and it is very clear. Now, we all understand if something is not available in terms of infrastructure, we can't help it. But it should be very much informed to the client that, see, your 80% of the requirement is getting matched in this particular location, but of course 20% is lacking because of so and so reason.
Right.
So strategizing, understanding the requirement, active listening, and footwork. These are some of the main points to get into occupier strategy and solutions.